if anybody had even the slightest shred of doubt as to Dave Weiss's character being a complete scumbag who literally will sell his left bollock if the price is right, then this should forever cement that opinion in their psyche. Please subscribe. The final experiment went perfectly.
That I was about to say.
Because it has literally destroyed flat Earth.
Yeah, and it was the nail
from
in the
the
coffin.
inside out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, it's, you know, you've had people abandoning ship. And now you've just got the real losers clinging on to it.
That's the problem is, other than, you know, you've probably got your random gems like CC is still holding strong.
Yeah.
But a lot of, and I think I've seen comments saying this, a lot of the ones that are left now are just like the proper pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So the grifters. So conspiracy, I'll always know him as Conspiracy Cats, Al.
Yeah.
Culture Cats, I think, was the channel it was on.
Yeah.
And I watched a video from him this morning. It was a bloody good video. In fact, I'm tempted to pull it up.
Okay. Yeah, but Dave Weiss in the thumbnail?
Yeah. Give the old full screen.
Right. All I can say is, even if you've gone off my content, I implore you to watch this. I genuinely believe that people's well-being and safety depend on getting this information out there. There's going to be no silliness, no messing about. Let's just get straight into this, and we'll keep it short and sweet. I was looking for a video to make this weekend, and I stumbled across, deep inside the rabbit hole, Flat Earth Dave, David Weiss, whatever he goes by. Stumbled across his channel, 107,000 subscribers. A lot of you know him. And he had a video here about something called the Plasma Geo. It looks like it's some kind of wellness device. At the end of it, there was an email here, info@theflatearthpodcast.com. So I thought, I will email that. And it's not just YouTube, actually, he's putting that out. He's also mentioning it on Twitter as well, etc. But anyway, I emailed it. Before I did that, I wanted to make sure, because Flat Earth Dave often mirrors videos, that the email address at the end was actually his email and not the email of somebody that he was mirroring. But when I Googled the email address, it does appear that when he's on podcasts, this is the email address that's given us his contact information. So I was very confident. I could only assume that I was emailing Dave. So I said this: "Hi, Dave. I was just watching the latest video. Wondered if you could give me a little bit more, tell me a little bit more about the Plasma Geo. So what it does, how much it costs, how it works, etc." This is what he told me, and it's sickening. He told me his good friends make it, but he handles the purchase process for them. I don't know the legality about whether I can show you his exact email or not at this point. If it turns out I can, I will. But for now, I'm just quoting him as accurately as I can.
If he's gonna, I know some people in the side chat have seen this. You haven't seen this yet, but I have, so I know what's coming. And if anybody had even the slightest shred of doubt as to Dave Weiss's character being a complete scumbag who literally will sell his left bollock if the price is right, then this should forever cement that opinion in their psyche. And anybody who follows this guy now as if he's some modern day Jesus wannabe is just, well, they're beyond. They're
extra H.
Exactly. They're beyond repair.
He told me his setup is about $12,000.
Bargain.
But he's only ever seen them perform miracles.
Ooh.
He told me he's seen people with stage 4. Now, you know what word this is. You know what word that is. Who were sent home to DIE.
Or
right?
DAI.
He's seen them completely
Wales.
recover. If anyone from YouTube is reviewing this, I am not endorsing this. I'm putting it out there as misinformation.
See the thing. So can you get the gist of it so far?
Yes.
You can see what the claim is. So if so this is just something else that Dave Weiss is shilling, right? But if this was a real thing, then the person who invented this thing, they would already have received the Nobel Prize. They would be so famous now that they wouldn't be able to peek through their net curtains without being recognized. So the claim is, as far as I can see, that this thing that Dave Weiss is now selling for the bargain price of $12,000. But it probably could be £12 because, you know, things that don't work can generally be, you know, pennies. But yeah, carry on watching it. It just goes to show. And this is why I always say, see, flat earthers are potentially dangerous, not for believing in flat earth, but for some of the other things they believe in, and in some cases promote on their very large YouTube channels.
Yeah, this is shocking. The fact that there's definitely people who won't even have the capacity to. He's just taking advantage of people. He's taking advantage of people. Does anyone really think that if this stuff is out there, it's being funneled through well-known grifter Dave Weiss?
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Exactly. But me's got it right. Desperate, sick people won't notice.
That's the problem.
They'll just hear, we can fix it.
It's like that sort of faith healer adjacent, innit? You're selling them a lot.
Yeah, it's no different.
Yeah.
But if anything, this is worse because this is clearly just a blatant, out-and-out fictitious claim.
Right,
but go on.
I'm calling it misinformation so people don't fall for this, all right? He's told me people with Parkinson's that could not walk out after 3 sessions. He told me his friend had aggressive, this word here is colon, and again, you know what this word is. But now doctors can't find it. They can't find you know what that word is beginning with T. And again, I'm trying not to trigger warnings or anything like that. He told me if it wasn't out of my price range, he'll help me select the proper setup on a call.
So he's vetting a potential client now, making sure that he can afford it before he invests any more of his valuable time into the sales pitch. Because that's exactly what that is. I worked in sales. You never take it further than knowing whether or not the person who is potentially your next customer has the ability to pay for what you're trying to sell them or hoping to sell them. So he's qualifying this inquiry. That's what it's called in sales.
Or the replier did. When it comes to how does it work, he told me it creates a biomorphic field allowing life force to thrive in every cell. And this biomorphic field was transmitted in the old world by the natural infrastructure of free energy buildings. I mean,
what creates a biomorphic field allowing life force to thrive? It was clearly a load of shite, didn't it? Transmitted in the old world by natural infrastructure of free energy building. Do you know what free energy buildings are? I know it seems pretty self-explanatory, but you know, if you see, if you travel to Barcelona, and see the unfinished cathedral, which is an absolutely astonishing piece of architecture. Why they still unfinished after hundreds of years, I don't. Well, I got a theory. It's in Spain, isn't it? That's what happens if you take time off for a kip every afternoon.
Maybe
your churches, your churches don't even get finished on time.
Maybe Swansea Council are building it.
Yeah. There would be some people who would say because of its unusual appearance and its age, that's like it's harnessing. I don't know. It's a long time since I've watched the free energy video, but it's harnessing the sun's energy and then transmitting it out as power, and really because that's what they think nobody should have to pay for electricity.
Yeah, you've told me. So basically, magic then basically it's magic.
Yeah, magic. But the funny thing is, like, electricity is it's not. You're not really paying for the electricity. You're paying for the method of delivery.
You're paying for
because how would you harness electricity yourself?
Yeah, you're paying for the infrastructure.
Exactly. But anyway, so go back to it.
What does that even mean? Hogwash.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Exactly. Well, I said the first half was a load of shit, but that second half I just happened
really
to remember free energy morons.
Yeah. He said that he treated a friend with it. And after 15 sessions,
Dr. Dave,
the growth he was treating hadn't reduced in size. Now, it was a non-cancerous growth, thyroid, so it was non-cancerous, which is good. But he said it didn't reduce in size. Now, I obviously would interpret that to be, obviously, it doesn't work. But he followed that up by saying, well, would it have been bigger if not treated?
Right. See, again, that was a diversion tactic. He acknowledged in the first sentence that it did nothing for his friend that Dr. Dave treated for 15 sessions.
Yeah.
But instead of saying, you know, so sadly it doesn't work all the time, he's just made a failure into a positive by going, yes, but what would it have looked like without my treatment? It would have looked exactly the same, you tit. Because you're a douchebag online scam artist, flat earther. You're not a doctor, Dave. Yeah, you're not all right. Debatable D. Creaky, here where I am, people are pretending to be police officers and going to elderly people, warning them of scams and saying they will take their money and jewelry to the lockup. It's such a negative thing to say, but it's like everyone's nuts.
I know it feels like such a tired thing to say at the minute.
Yeah.
The world has just gone
like,
to shit.
Yeah.
Like there's obviously, I know there's always been horrific people around, but this, you know, this exact example here is people pretending to be police officers to avoid scammers being the scam.
I know.
I feel like that really does just sum up where we are at the minute.
I know. It's like, how do people even then know who to trust?